One of the problems in our society now is that most people have really lost their connection to nature. And I think one of the gifts of Indigenous cultures has been that connection to nature has still been retained and passed down through the generations. I'm so excited by the younger generation. It feels as though possibly my generation and the generation above us have been the first generations to really work on ourselves, to clear through any ancestral trauma. I don't think all of us would be doing what we're doing if we didn't believe that we still had a chance to turn this around. And so as quickly as it maybe seems like it's gone downhill, to me it's like a spring, not a water spring, like an actual, like a bed spring, but push, 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 going down, down, down. As quickly as that happened, then at one point it has to come back out. And I have that faith in humanity to just, turn this around quickly. I'm inspired, and it's really clear that the last vestiges of an old way of living are over. I think it's important for people to realize that we have a great privilege of being here on this planet. And it's not a wealth privilege, and it's not a race privilege, and it's not a gender privilege. It is simply the privilege of being alive with air to breathe and water to drink and food to eat and relationships to have and these amazing experiences we can have. And I want to remind people that with that privilege comes a responsibility. And responsibility is not a heavy weight on our shoulder. It is simply the words responsibility. The ability to respond to the times. We need everyone right now. We need everyone showing up with all their gifts, all their talents, and to recreate this new humanity that remembers how to live in harmony and balance on this planet. We all know that we are living at a moment in time of what some people call a great turning, a great change. Mostly it feels we're on a precipice of having lived as humanity upon this planet for so many years in a way that we have created we've created a lot of destruction, a lot of pollution. We're at a moment in time where our earth, our air, our waters have been pushed to the brink. And I really feel that we still have enough time to turn this around. So part of what I'm doing, and what I think a lot of elders are doing, is to share wisdom that helps reconnect people back to the understanding that we are nature. It's not like we're living in nature, we are nature. And so how we treat this earth, the waters, and the air is also a reflection how we treat ourselves. As a moment in time where we have created quite a huge destruction upon this planet, we can still turn this around. So everyone shows up and we are stronger together when we become like a wave that is washing over this planet of a new humanity, a better humanity, a kinder, more loving humanity. And we don't really have a choice, to be honest with you. We don't have a choice. This is our home. How can you find the gift, the wisdom, the teaching, or the healing in a moment where you may have suffered in some way? How can you turn tragedy into triumph? How can you polish that jewel within? And we have a choice how we're going to be here. And when destructive energies have come into our lives in the past, or when we keep them alive with our thoughts, our memories, our feelings, our emotions, then the destructive becomes self-destructive. And that's where you can heal. There are many Indigenous peoples who believe that when we heal ourselves, we help heal the 7 generations behind us and the 7 generations in front of us. And so that individual healing we do is not a selfish act. It is an act that will help heal those who brought us in, who dreamed us into this world. And then that responsibility to those coming down in front. So if the more people can heal their wounds, whether they come from ancestral lineage or accidents and illnesses or things that they've gone through in this lifetime, the more healed we are, the more present we are then with our gifts, with our talents, to be a part and share what we know, what every individual knows, to then be a part of that healing for ourselves, our community, our families, and the greater humanity on this earth.